The elevator doesn't stop at floor 13. The elevator doesn't stop at 13 inches. Jiyoon's first day at Myray Financial Tower felt like the beginning of everything she'd worked for. New job, sleek office, perfect city view, exactly the kind of life she imagined while struggling through college. There was just one small thing. The elevator button skipped from 12 to 14 at first. She didn't think much of it. A lot of buildings avoided the number 13. It was a superstition, nothing more. Her coworkers laughed it off when she asked, "Old buildings have quirks." One of them said, "Just don't stay too late." Another added, half jokey, the first time it happened on her third day. She stayed late, finishing a report. By the time she packed up, the office was nearly empty. The hallway lights dimmed automatically as she walked toward the elevator. When the doors opened, she stepped inside and pressed one. The doors closed. The elevator moved. Then it stopped. The panel lit up. 13. Jiyoon frowned. That's not possible. The doors slid open. The hallway outside was dim, darker than the rest of the building. The lights flickered softly, like they were struggling to stay on. And there were people. 5 of them standing in a line, facing the elevator. Not moving. Not blinking. Just staring. Jiyoon felt her chest tighten. "Hello." No response. She took a step back. The air felt heavy, like she had walked into a room without oxygen. Then one of them twitched, used slightly. That was enough. She slammed the close door button repeatedly. The doors shut, cutting off their faces mid-stare. The elevator dropped. When it reached the lobby, her hands were shaking. You saw it, didn't you? The next day, Jiyoon avoided the elevator, taking the stairs instead. Her mind kept replaying their faces pale, expressionless, wrong. At lunch, her coworker Minho sat beside her. "You look like you didn't sleep." She hesitated. "Can I ask you something weird?" He didn't laugh. "Have you ever seen a 13th floor here?" "Mino. Frose." For a moment, he said nothing. Then quietly, "You saw it." Her stomach dropped. "So, it's real." Lean in. Listen carefully. If the elevator ever stops, there again, don't step out. Don't talk to them. And whatever you do, swallowed. Don't let them get in. The second time Jiyoon tried to forget, she really did. But late nights became unavoidable. Deadlines piled up. Her boss praised her dedication, unaware of the dread building inside her. A week later, it happened again. 11 p.m. Empty office. Elevator ride down. Stop. 13 this time. Her heart started racing before the doors even opened. "Don't look," she told herself. But say, the same hallway, the same flickering lights. But now, there were more of them. At least 10. And they were closer. Not standing far back anymore. Right outside the elevator, one woman stood at the front. Her head tilted unnaturally to the side, and then she smiled. Jiyoon's breath caught. The woman lifted her hand and slowly waved. Jiyoon slammed the door button. The doors began to close, but a hand shot out and stopped them. A pale hand. Too pale. The woman stepped forward slightly, her face now inches from the gap. "Let us in." Her voice sounded layered, like multiple people speaking at once. Jiyoon screamed and hit every button. The doors finally forced shut, the hand slipping back just before being crushed. The elevator dropped again. The disappearance the next morning, Minho didn't show up. At first, no one thought much of it. People missed work all the time. But by afternoon, whispers spread. He didn't call in. His phone's off. He was here late last night. Jiyoon's stomach twisted. She checked the security footage. Dede. It was 11:47 p.m. Standing in the elevator, the panel lit up. 13. The doors opened. Citated. Then he stepped out. The footage glitched, and he was gone. The truth. Jiyoon confronted the building manager, an older man who had worked there for decades. At first, he denied everything, but when she mentioned Minho, his expression changed. You people never listen, he muttered. What is it? Jiyoon demanded. He sighed. That floor isn't supposed to exist anymore? What does that mean? It was sealed off. Years ago, there was an incident. People died, but after that, employees started reporting sightings. The elevator would stop there. People would see things. Ghosts. He shook his head. Not ghosts. Not anymore. Jiyoon felt cold. They're not dead, he continued. Not completely. They're stuck. An Terry, incomplete. Her voice trembled. Why do they want in? The manager looked at her. Eyes hollow. Because they can't leave that floor. Unless someone takes their place. The last ride, Jiyoon tried to quit the next day. But HR told her she needed to finish the week. Just a few more days, they said. That night, she stayed late one last time. She avoided the elevator until her phone pushed a message from Minho. Don't leave me here. Her blood ran cold. Another message. It's so dark. Then, please come to 13. Her hands shook. She knew it wasn't really him. But what if it was? What if he was still there, waiting against her better judgment? She stepped into the elevator, pressed 1. The doors closed. The elevator moved, stopped. 13. The doors opened. This time, the hallway was full. Dozens of people. All staring and in the front menu. But something was wrong. His face looked stretched. His smile too wide. Jiyoon, he said softly. Come out. Tears filled her eyes. Mino? He took a step closer. Please, I'm so lonely. Behind him, the others began to move. Slowly, toward her. Just one step, he whispered. Stay. With us, June's foot moved, used slightly. Then she remembered his warning. Don't let them get in. Her eyes snapped to the elevator threshold. If she stepped out, she'd never come back. But if they stepped in, she didn't know what would happen. The crowd surged forward, hands reaching, faces twisting. Jiyoon screamed and slammed a close button. The doors started to shut, but multiple hands forced their way in. Pushing, forcing, smiling. The last thing Jiyoon saw was Minho's face, inches from hers. Too late. Too late. Epilogue. The next morning, the office buzzed with quiet concern. Did you hear? Another one didn't come in. Who? The new girl, Jiyoon. The elevator doors opened. A group of employees stepped in. One of them frowned. Wait, was there always a 13 button? No one answered. The elevator moved. Stopped. 13, the doors slid open. Inside the dim hallway, Jiyoon stood among the others. Perfectly still. Staring. Waiting for the next person to come home.